Control is keeping all known variables as alike as possible for all treatment groups except for the variables deliberately being manipulated by researchers in the treatments. For example, in our tomato plant, we were trying to make sure all of our plants got the same amount of water, the same amount of sunlight, the same soil conditions, and so forth. We were deliberately varying the pruning and the fertilizer to see what happened, but we wanted to make everything else as alike as possible. Methods of control include making conditions the same for all treatment groups wherever possible. If not possible, and we know of another variable that might influence the response variable that we can't control, then we can block. So blocking creates similar subgroups based on a known variable or variables that cannot be controlled, like the variety of tomato plant or the store that we bought them from. For human subjects, blinding is a method of control. Blinding means keeping people, quote, in the dark about which treatment they're receiving, administering, or evaluating. In a single blind experiment, subjects do not know which treatment they are receiving, nor do those people administering the treatments, like a nurse giving a shot, for example. But those evaluating the effects of the treatments do know, or vice versa. In a double-blind experiment, neither the subjects and those administering the treatments nor the members of the research team who are evaluating the effects of the treatment know which treatment a subject is receiving. One method of blinding in a control group is giving a placebo, which is a fake treatment identical to the real treatment. The placebo effect occurs when experimental units have a response to a placebo that is similar to a response to an actual treatment. Now, the placebo effect is not going to occur in tomato plants. They're not going to think they got fertilizer when they really didn't, or respond to fake fertilizer as well as they would respond to real fertilizer. This occurs in human subjects because there is a psychological effect that occurs in humans when they are in an experiment and receiving a treatment. They might appear to have a response to a treatment even though it is fake. And they can actually have a real response, like their headache could really go away with a fake pill because of the psychological effect of being treated. So it's absolutely essential that human subjects receive placebo or fake treatments that are identical to the real treatment so that everybody will have the same psychological effect of receiving a treatment. Now, you may wonder, how in the world can we be double-blind in an experiment? Doesn't somebody have to know what's going on? Doesn't somebody have to know who's getting which treatment? Yes. Think about the research team. And I said these are members of the research team who are evaluating the effects of the treatment, but think about the researcher, like the primary guy in charge of the experiment. He's behind the scenes orchestrating everything. He's randomly assigning people to groups. He's packaging the medicine in identical bottles with just maybe the name of the person receiving the medicine on the bottle. He knows whether the pill in the bottle is fake or real. But nobody else does. The nurse giving the pill, the person taking the pill, the doctor evaluating the symptoms after the pill is received, none of them know which patient got which pill, whether it's real or fake. But the person gathering the data at the end to analyze it does know which person was in which group, which person got the real pill, which person got the fake pill. So it is absolutely possible to design a double-blind experiment with a behind-the-scenes person setting it all up and knowing what's going on, but passing out the treatments in a way so that nobody else does. So just wanted to let you know that is a possible thing. It might not seem possible, but it is possible. A well-designed experiment, especially anything involving people, follows the protocol of using placebos and using double-blind whenever possible, so that because people tend to have a biased way of looking at things when they know what's going on. So, for example, the people evaluating the effects of the treatments might try to be as objective as possible, but if they know that this person got a fake pill and this person got a real pill, real treatment, they might inadvertently evaluate them differently based on that knowledge. So it's really important to remove that source of bias by using blinding.